Okay, so I'm going to see if I can explain long division so you can understand it. Everybody should have mastered their math facts. You know that 2 times 3 equals 6, and 6 divided by 2 equals 3. So what you need to understand is that you can continue that pattern on. So I've got 2 times 30 equals 60. So the 3 got 10 times bigger, so the answer 6 got 10 times bigger. And that means if I go to the division part of it, it would be 60 divided by 2 equals 30. And that's just flipping it back around from multiplication to division. So what if I get a little bigger? Now I've got 2 times 300, and that equals 600. So now the 3 that was up at the beginning got 100 times bigger. So the answer 6 got 100 times bigger. And then if I flip it around, I get the 600 divided by 2 is 300. So again, it's just getting a little bit bigger and flipping it over. So what if I change the division and I didn't write it in this format, but I wrote it in this format? Well, this is still a math fact. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. So that's the same as the one that we have up at the top, but it's just written in a different way. Okay, so what if I wrote the second one that way? So it looks like this. 60 divided by 2 equals 30. Again, it's the same thing. It's just that I wrote it in a different format. And now I'll do the last one. So there's 600, and it's divided by 2, and you get 300, and that's just this one here rewritten. So now that we can see that we can write it a different way, we can see where the numbers are following a pattern. In this case, the 3 is always above the 6 because the initial math fact is still 6 divided by 2. The only thing that's different is that now there is the addition of the 0 over at the end and the double zeros at the end, as in the case here and here. So it's not really like it's any different, it just looks different. Okay, so now let's take a look here. So I've copied the information from the previous page. So in the first example, here's your 6 divided by 2 equals 3, your 60 divided by 2 equals 30, and your 600 divided by 2 equals 300. So you can see the pattern. But what if we didn't have 60? What if we had 63, as in this example? Well, we already know the answer's got to come close to 30, because 30 times 2 is going to give me 60. But 60 isn't big enough. You see, there's 3 left over. So I can't put the 0 up at the top because that would be wrong. But the 3 is right, because this already works out here. All of this works out just the way it needs to work out. It's the 6 and they match. So what's different? What's different is the 0 here. So can we get a little closer to 3 besides writing a 0? We can just erase this and erase this and erase this. And then I'll go back to my pen. So we can get a little bit closer if we put a 2 here, right? And then 1 times 2 is 2. That leaves only 1 left over.